How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins from Canada. Today we're going to be discussing one of the most valuable Canadian quarters from the year 2000 that you probably had no idea even existed. Even though this may look like your average Canadian caribou quarter, it is actually one of the most valuable quarters that you can still find in your pocket change. Because this coin only has two known examples, its value is only exceeded by its rarity, and in this video we will explore the historical context surrounding the production of this incredible piece of Canadian numismatic history. Additionally, we will discuss the distinguishing and identifying features, significance among collectors, and also its potential value if you are ever to discover a legitimate example. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. And make sure to stay to the end of the video if you would like to find out how much you could get for this coin if you did ever find one. And then without further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the Canadian 2000p caribou quarter? Let's get it, guys. The transition of Canadian quarters from nickel alloy to multiply plated steel in the years 1999 and 2000 was a significant change in the production of Canada's circulating coinage. The switch was primarily driven by cost savings and the need for more durable coins. I'm going to give you guys a quick breakdown of this process so you can understand how this holy grail 2000p caribou quarter came into existence. There were several reasons and motivations for the Canadian Mint switching from the nickel alloy to the multiply plated steel. The first was cost savings. The Canadian Mint sought ways to reduce the production cost of coinage. Nickel, which had traditionally been a key component of Canadian coins, was becoming increasingly expensive. Also, durability. There was a strong desire to produce more durable coins. Canadian coins, especially the smaller denominations, were susceptible to wear and tear due to their softer nickel composition. Research and development. Prior to the transition, the Canadian Mint conducted extensive research and development to identify alternative materials that would meet the criteria of cost effectiveness and durability. The choice of multiply plated steel was a result of this research. The material offered a combination of durability and cost savings. Multiply plated steel is a composite material composed of several layers. The outer layers are typically made of steel, which is a hard and durable metal. The steel layers are then plated with a thin layer of other metals such as nickel or copper to provide the coins with their desired appearance and properties. These coins then go through design and testing phases. The new quarters were designed to look similar to the old nickel alloy quarters to ensure easy recognition and acceptance by the public. Extensive testing was conducted to ensure that the multiply plated steel quarters met the required quality and durability standards. These included tests for wear resistance, corrosion resistance, and overall coin longevity. The transition from nickel alloy to multiply plated steel coinage took place over a period of several years. New dies and machinery were put into place to accommodate this new coin material. The existing nickel alloy quarters remain in circulation and can still be found in your pocket change to this day. The minting process for multiply plated steel coinage is similar to that of traditional coin production, involving blanking and nailing, upsetting, striking, and inspection. However, the materials used in the blanks are different, with the new multiply plated steel blanks replacing the old traditional nickel alloy blanks. The Canadian Mint worked diligently to ensure that the public was aware of the change in coin material. They also coordinated with banks and financial institutions and vending machine companies to ensure a smooth transition and exchange of old nickel alloy quarters for the new multiply plated steel ones. This switch to multiply plated coinage was successful and reduced production costs for the Canadian Mint. It did also result in more durable coins that were better equipped to withstand the wear and tear of circulation. The transition did not significantly impact the appearance or functionality of the coins, so it was generally well received by the public. Now, the existence of this incredibly rare 2000p caribou quarter in Canada is indeed an intriguing numismatic mystery. While the Canadian Mint switched from the nickel alloy to multiply plated steel quarters between the years 1999 and 2000, the accidental release of only a few 2000p caribou quarters featuring a P mint mark on the obverse under the Queen's bust to indicate that it was composed of multiply plated steel still remains a puzzling anomaly to this day. Now here's an explanation of how a few examples of this coin may have made their way into circulation. It could have been an accidental die mix-up. The most plausible explanation for the existence of these 2000p caribou quarters is that there was an accidental mix-up of the coin dies during the minting process. Die mix-ups can occur in a minting facility where the wrong set of dies is used to strike a batch of coins. In this case, it would have involved the use of dies meant for 1999 or 2001p quarters instead of the correct 2000 dies. Now, each coin die has a different year assigned to it and are prepared and stored separately in the minting facility. Each die has specific designs for each year and denomination, including the image of Queen Elizabeth II for the obverse and usually the caribou design for the reverse. Due to this mix-up, a small batch of the 2000 caribou quarters would have been struck with the incorrect 1999 test token dies or the future 2001p dies that they were planning on using the following year, which featured the caribou design on the reverse. The rest of the 2000 quarters would have been struck using the correct 2000 dies. Quality control procedures in minting facilities are designed to catch errors, but they are not foolproof. In this case, an oversight likely occurred during the quality control checks. Some of the coins produced with the incorrect dies may have passed inspection due to the similarities in size and composition to the regular quarters. After minting, the coins are typically transported to financial institutions for distribution. If any of the 2000p caribou quarters pass quality control checks, they would have entered the regular circulation stream like any other quarter. Now, another large possibility is that some of these quarters may have made their way into pocket change or circulation from being issued to vending machine companies. To ensure a smooth transition and to avoid disruptions in vending machines and coin-operated devices that accept quarters, the Canadian Mint needed to guarantee that the new multiply plated coinage would be compatible with these machines. To test the compatibility of the new quarters with vending machines, the Canadian Mint produced a batch of test coins or test tokens with the new composition. These test coins were initially struck with the same design as regular quarters to resemble the appearance of circulating currency. Eventually, the Canadian Mint distributed these coins to vending machine manufacturers and companies that operated vending machines across Canada. The companies used these test coins or tokens to calibrate their vending machines and ensure that they would accept the new quarters without issue. So it is definitely possible that some of the 2000p caribou quarters could have made their way into the hands of vending machine companies who could have then held onto them or then passed them down to relatives. Now that you guys have some information on how this coin came into existence, to identify it, basically it looks the same as just about any other regular Canadian quarter. It has the caribou on the reverse, but if you flip it over to the obverse, you want to look for a little P mark or mint mark under the Queen's bust to indicate that it is made of multiply plated steel. If you can find this mint mark on a 2000 reverse Canadian quarter, then you have yourself a holy grail coin. Now, from the information that I came across, currently there are only 2 known examples of the 2000p caribou quarter, and you can get around $36,300 for an MS65 example. So if you did find one of these and it was all beat up, worn, and been through the meat grinder, so even at the very bottom of the Sheldon scale, you can still expect to get a couple $100 or maybe even a couple $1,000 for this coin because it is so rare and there are so few of them that exist. And even though it may seem highly unlikely that you could ever stumble across one of these coins, crazier things have happened. I have met coin roll hunters that have had some crazy finds. I'm talking entire boxes of silver quarters and even better. So always keep your eyes open because you never know what you can find in your pocket change. Now, what do you guys think about these 2000p Canadian caribou quarters? What would you ever do if you found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found or own any of the coins discussed in this video? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification to stay up to date. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.